Because I invited my dear siblings here for one final lesson in leadership.
It looks like an execution to me.
Every experience in life should be a lesson, including death. You've been to the underworld, so I know you understand what these fools do not.
You asked me to help the Archons. I did. Their problems are solved.
Their problems only existed because they couldn't perform the duties their roles demanded.
You're going to murder your brothers? For what?
For order, for peace, for Atlantis.
For Atlas, you mean?
I am the rightful heir to Atlantis. I should be the Vicastis. I cannot defy Poseidon's will, but these fools don't deserve their power. I'll be a better Archon in their stead.
Killing your brothers is a waste. Teach them to learn from their mistakes, and they'll do whatever you say. They can't do that if they're dead.
I watched you help my brothers. You always found solutions that tried to preserve life. Some of my kind view humans as a resource to be sacrificed. If we want them to progress, we must be an example.
We all look up to someone. I think they look up to you.
Wise, Dicastis. I respect your decision. For the moment.
So what now?
If you're going to one day rule the city, Alexios, you're going to have to learn a very important lesson.
That's what I get for helping you? A lecture?
Just some words of advice. Nothing in Atlantis is what it seems at face value. This city is old, and those that call it home are even older. You have helped me, Vicastis, and for that, you have my thanks.
This isn't over, Atlas.
On the contrary, I'm done here.
These devices are incredible. I almost feel like I can hear them speaking to me.
Now that I have the Isu device forged, we need to move quickly. You distract Atlas while I sneak into his private chambers.
More sneaking.
After Poseidon outlawed human experiments, Atlas confiscated a device and kept it. That device theoretically could add a third helix to my DNA.
I've seen what these Isu devices can do. It's not pretty.
The science is sound. And I've even found evidence of tests being done on humans that looked promising. In previous cycles, of course, before Poseidon outlawed experimentation.
Just tell Atlas the truth. You have good intentions.
If he's afraid of his enemies hurting me now, what will he think of me undergoing this procedure? Besides, he can't break Poseidon's law.
I'm not sure a good Dicastis goes behind the back of an Atlantean Archon.
I've been preparing for this my entire life. Don't worry. Just keep Atlas talking while I'm in his chambers.
I don't think we have anything in common. What are we supposed to talk about? The weather?
Atlas is a jealous lover, and he's already threatened by your role as the Castis. Why not play to that advantage? Whatever you do, don't mention my plans.
Great. This will do wonders for our relationship.
Everyone knows it's lonely at the top, the Castis. Let's go. I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick?
You know what I mean.
Yes. Making Atlas envious would certainly be a good distraction.
Elpis? What are you doing here? With him, no less.
The Castis and I were just taking a stroll, and I remembered I left a book on Atlantean cyclical history here. He'd like to borrow it. Do you mind if I fetch it?
No. Do you need me to help you look for it?
No. You two stay here. I'm sure you have much to discuss.
Elpis wouldn't have anything to do with why you were sneaking around the adamant metalon, would she?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure by now Elpis has told you about the nature of our relationship. She's hardly as discreet as I'd like her to be. What business do you have with her?
I've had enough of these secrets. Elpis wants to become Isu like you. She's using a device in your palace to do it.
Atlas, stop!
You betrayed me! You used knowledge I told you in confidence for your own political gain!
It was for Atlantis! I don't want to be your weakness anymore. I can help you, Atlas.
Lies! You used me!
Wait, don't!
This is your fault! The Castis wasn't enough, huh? You had to steal away my father's love, turn Elpis against me. You want to rule my Doma, too!
No! It had nothing to do with that!
Traitor! You're no longer welcome here. Guards!
Malaka, I need to get out of here.
Hey! Come on!
Wow! You're stronger than...
Another fool for the crown.
nip your peas.
I've studied this science extensively. Once I impart Isu DNA into my body, I should be able to use the device without side effects.
It's the should that worries me.
Remember, whatever you do, don't reveal my political plans to Atlas.
I could trick to thinking you... What? Is Elpis not allowed to have friends?
Of course she can have friends. But I suspect there's more going on here.
You have nothing to worry about, Atlas. I have no schemes against you.
Maybe you don't play games, but Elpis lives for them. I can tell when she's up to something.
Elpis cares about policy in Atlantis. Involve her, and hear what she has to say.
It's not her place! It's mine!
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
Elpis makes great points about improving the lives of humans in Atlantis. I support her cause. Why don't you?
She should support me.
Atlas, stop!
You betrayed me! You used knowledge I told you in confidence for your own political gain! This...
No! It had nothing... Malaga, I need to get out of here.
Who's over there? Time to die!
I prolong your suffering.
What a disappointment you are!
I could trick Atlas into thinking you and I are closer than we are.
Are we not close? What's there to trick? No.
I'm...
What? You have me... Don't talk about Elpis that way. She's not manipulative. She's passionate.
So you do care for her then?
You don't talk about Elpis like you love her.
And you're not speaking of her as if you're merely her casual acquaintance.
The truth is, Elpis and I are in love.
What? What? What have you done?
I'm not weak anymore, Atlas. I can rule Atlantis at your side.
This is your doing. You're trying to revolt against the issue with hybrids.
No!
What did you do?
I didn't mean to. He was going to kill you.
It seems my brother finally got his due. Was this your judgment, Augustus?
I killed Atlas. It wasn't my intention.
You hoped to rule by his side to ease the conflict between humans and Isu.
He wasn't as supportive of my dreams as I would have hoped.
I support you. You can assume his role as you see fit. I will handle Poseidon and my brothers.
Thank you, Azais.
You can't be more corrupt than Atlas. And Atlantis can't fear progress if it hopes to pass this cycle.
Atlantean politics are even more dramatic than in the Greek world. What will you do now?
I'm not the first Atlantean ruler to take power by force. If the Isu can do it, why not me? Still, I didn't want to start my reign this way.
You started your reign by saving my life. Normally, I do the saving.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Dikastis.
Φαντασίαν πλέον.
Peace will make a better ruler than Atlas. She certainly can't do any worse.
Ella.
I'll be on high alert here. World like this before. It's all so clear to me now. Like I'm seeing with new eyes.
Access granted. Initiating Forge Protocol. Select preferred weapon configuration. Adaptation authorized. Engaging in warrior customization.
Vamos, go! Hold up. They'll keep a sharp watch here. There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here. Looks so peaceful from up here. It always does. But it never is. I know, Ikaros. I'm tired too. I've met so many people. Archons, kings, and now Isu. They're all the same. Go do this, bring me that. Go kill him. I don't know if I can do this anymore. If I were ruler, things would be much, much different. What's that, Ikaros? A speech from your new ruler. Atlanteans! Tonight, we tear off these clothes and make love until the sun comes up! I wonder what Alcibiades is doing these days. Or who?
Who is Alcibiades?
You shouldn't sneak up on people like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the Dicastis' speech.
It was more of a fantasy, really. Call me Alexios.
I thought it was wonderful, Dicastis Alexios.
Just Alexios is fine. And what's your name?
Alcon, you're even more special than all the bedtime stories my parents used to tell me.
What's wrong?
My parents are missing. They left for their assignments, but they never came home. The Isu won't help me. But then I remembered the story of you helping a lost girl in the underworld, who found her parents in Elysium. So I came to you.
What? A child without his parents? Not on my watch. As Dicastis of Atlantis, I declare this unacceptable.
Oh, thank you, Dicastis Alexios.
You said your parents never came home. If you could tell me where they're assigned and what their names are, it would be very helpful.
Mata's name is Rene. She's assigned to the harbor. Pater is called Damadis, and he's assigned to the Adamant Quarry.
You're very brave. Now go home where it's safe. I'll go talk to the harbor master and whoever is in charge of the quarry. I'll come find you once I have some answers. Have a good flight.
Vicastis, have you come to analyze the recently discovered coral permutations fastened to the hulls of our vessels?
No. I'm looking for a woman named Rini.
Yes, well, that is a subject I have absolutely zero authority in, I'm afraid. I cannot help you.
Her son is very worried.
Please, do not asphyxiate me!
What are you doing?
I like humans, and I liked Rini. Poor Alcon. But if they hear me talking to you, they'll kill me.
Tell me where she is, or I'll cut you!
I told you I don't know anything! You'll find my contact not far from here, but be careful. A trap has been set for you.
You have made the Vicastis very angry!
Thank you.
Please don't tell Poseidon! You have compassion, Vicastis. You may be the only one who can calm the brewing storm between humans and Isu.
Tas πράξεις σου έγνων.
The harbor master was right. They're waiting for me. Well, I'd hate to disappoint them.
Τι γίνεται?
Don't take another step.
The note. So, Bizarios abducted Dream. I'm going to find him. There's a lot of guards for a quarry. I wonder why.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Well, isn't this an honor? How'd you get past my guards?
I'm looking for the Madis.
And why would the great Vicastis be looking for missing humans?
I never said he was missing.
Very clever. Hybrid. When my humans transport adamant to the experimentation chamber, they don't always return. Occasionally they fall through the cracks, like rats.
A little boy is worried about his father. Just tell me where this experimentation chamber is.
Your compassion for humans is unproductive.
Your hatred for humans is self-destructive.
Fine. It's in the Garden of Kimopolia. But you're wasting your time. The doors are locked.
Then I'll just have to find the key.
You can try, hybrid.
You know, treating humans like vermin will get you killed one day. Consider yourself lucky I'm not making that day today. Sounds of this experimentation chamber. And what do the Isu need with all this adamant?
Algon's probably wondering where I am. I'll go see him.
Dicastis Alexios, did you find matter and patter?
Not yet. But I know they were taken to some sort of experimentation chamber by an Isu named Zarios.
Zarios? But he was always so kind to us. He gave us food and defended us when the others called us rats.
Do you know where I can find him? The doors to the chamber are locked, and he's my last hope of getting in.
He's usually at the fortified Doma of Miniseas, but he's always protected by guards.
That never stops me.
Giddy up!
Η Εύη παραμένει τη σήμερα.
Zarios, you've abducted your last human.
I'm on fire! Put me down!
looks like the one Atlas gave me. Maybe it can help me get into the experimentation chamber. This looks like the perfect place to hide missing humans. Locked. But I think I know what opens these. The more complicated the key, the bigger the secret. Someone really doesn't want any visitors. Someone really doesn't want any visitors.
The Watch will be vigilant here.
Ready to die! You'll die here!
He's here! Somebody get water!
What is this?
Malaka!
Ah, I've been waiting for you, Alexios. Welcome to the birthplace of legends.
Who said that? Show yourself!
My name is Aita. I am a scientist, and in many ways, these are my children.
You created the Minotaur? The Cyclops? The Riding Dread? They're monsters!
Are we not all monsters? Imperfect beings striving towards our ultimate potential. Is that not why you are here?
I'm here because a little boy's parents are missing, and all signs point to you.
How very human of you.
Oh. I need to stay hidden. Amadis! Rain! Are you here?
Over here! We're here!
Please, help us! Don't worry, I'm getting everyone out of here.
Didn't anyone teach you it's cruel to lie?
What? What's cruel is abducting and experimenting on these people.
Without sacrifice, there can be no progress. Without experimentation, there can be no perfection.
You're breaking Poseidon's law.
I am advancing knowledge for the betterment of Atlantis. Poseidon's lack of vision keeps us in darkness. But we are close. So very close.
The smartest people I've met don't resort to violence.
Did you not nearly raise Elysium to the ground in the pursuit of knowledge?
Let these people go.
It's too late for them. Project Olympus has already begun. One human escaped before the transformation was complete, and lives were lost. This won't happen again. Surely you understand.
Lyra. She took her own life after what you did to her.
So, you've seen the beast she becomes.
I'm getting these people out of here.
But don't you want to know what's behind this door?
I won't play your little games. I'm getting these people out of here.
So, you would choose to let your small-minded morality hinder your progress?
What if I just killed you, set these people free, and broke through your stupid door?
You can't kill me, Alexios. I can see you're struggling. What if I told you the greatest achievement in Atlantis is behind that door? And that we owe that achievement to you?
What are you talking about?
Through there is a path to immortality. For you. For us. Embrace your legacy. Forget these miserable humans. Abandon morality, and the answers to all your questions are just beyond that door.
Please! Save us or we'll die!
You will be reborn! Don't you want to know why you're really here? Free the people and this door will remain closed to you forever. Pass through, however, and it will lock behind you. These rats will be mine. What will it be, Vigastis? Their lives? Or your destiny?
Fuck your door. I promised a little boy I'd bring his parents home. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Very disappointing. No matter. If there are two things Atlantis has in ample supply, it is adamant and humans.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Thank you, Vigastis.
I'll get to see Alcon again.
Hurry.
How can we ever repay you?
Tell your son if Anisu ever calls him a rat again, Vigastis Alexios will deal with them personally. Poseidon lied to me. They've been experimenting on humans this whole time.
My Dicastes has returned. I can only presume you've delivered judgment to Atlantis.
You said you outlawed experimentation on humans. All of it was lies. The Isu are out of control.
What are you talking about? My laws are absolute, and by them all must abide. I have declared it.
I saw it with my own eyes. If you didn't know about the experiments, you're either a fool or a fucking liar. So which is it?
You are supposed to find knowledge in this place. Your accusations prove you haven't. I speak the truth.
You should listen to him, you know.
Juno. Impossible! You're forbidden from entering the city. Guards!
Your guards respect your sons. And when you appointed that hybrid as your Dicastis, your sons turned to us.
Even my sons know better than to bow to a warmonger!
The humans are bringing war whether we want it or not, Poseidon.
They should, after what you've done.
You mean what they've forced us to do. Poseidon worries about the sun and his solar floral regeneration project. Catastrophe is coming for us. On that we agree. But there is only one catastrophe. Humanity.
You can't trust Eta! He's a lunatic! You have no idea the monsters he's trapped in his hidden lair!
It was hidden only to Poseidon. My wife knew everything about it.
Hybrid. Project Olympus was my idea.
The end of a cycle in Atlantis doesn't have to be a catastrophe.
It's far worse. We've detected changes in the surface of the sun. If we don't prepare...
If we don't prepare, humans will kill us all. The only ecological catastrophe we face is the one we created ourselves.
When I got here, Poseidon said I was where I belonged. Someone tell me why I'm really here. Now!
Such sadness. He's even more human than I expected. Eta, answer him.
Gladly. In you, we found opportunity. Imagine the possibilities if we duplicated your hybrid form. We could employ our technology to control your mind. You, hybrid, can be used to craft Juno's ultimate weapon.
Or rather, you could have been. My husband's experiment was promising, but after observation, we've decided you are a failure. Our new weapon is far deadlier than you could ever be.
The Ekatochires. Aida, you didn't.
I did.
The Ekatochires will rise. Project Olympus will strike fear so deeply into the hearts of humanity, they would never consider revolt. And you will declare my husband the Dicastis Vasilevs.
Dicastis, stop this. If they're successful, we are doomed. All of us. You have to trust me.
You deal with these two. I'll find a way to stop their plans.
It's too late. The procedure was already a success. The Ekatochires lives. Can't you hear him stir?
You did this in my laboratory under the palace. Entrance was barred when I outlawed human experimentation.
What is that sound? Is that your weapon?
I will bring justice to these two, but I need you to stop the Ekatochires before he kills us all. Go!
These minions are from Aita's experiments. I can't get too close. experiments. I can't get too close. The only one dying is you!
honor the fallen by wielding their fear.
Remarkable. You really are the greatest of the humans and of my people.
Where is Juno and Etta?
Imprisoned, for now. But they will not stop.
If imprisonment won't stop them, then leave them alone in a room with me. I'll make sure they never hurt anyone again.
And what would that prove? That you're as cruel as Juno and her husband?
I don't intend to prove anything. I intend to stop this, and to save those that have suffered because of your hubris.
So in the end, you brought judgment to Atlantis after all. Very well, Gastis. Do you still have Cerberus' device? I didn't tell you everything about your stuff. It is a bridge between your two selves. But by coupling it with the powers of the devices you retrieved from the Cerberus and the Gatohires, we can end Atlantis' cycle forever.
I wasn't just awakening my sixth sense. I was unlocking the power to destroy the entire city.
In the wrong hands, the staff has the power to destroy everything. That is why you, and only you, could be its keeper.
You act like you knew this would happen.
I'm tired, just as you are. I waited many cycles for Atlantis' final judgment to come. I only wish it had come sooner. Think of the suffering it would have prevented.
If we do this, you and your sons...
My family have had generations to show kindness, modesty, temperance. We refused, and in so doing, this choice was made by us as much as by you.
The humans in this city don't deserve to die.
When we do this, the horns will wail and the animals will be set free. Humans in the Borimos Ring will know to take their boats. I assure you, they will escape.
If we sink the city, but I'm in it, then I die too.
No. You are the keeper of the staff. It will protect you. Unfortunately for you, now is not your time.
You said it yourself. Juno and Etta will never stop. I've seen those laboratories, the experiments in them. There's only one way to end the suffering here. Destroy this place.
My one wish is that I had more time to learn from you. In time, I may have learned to be more human.
Here, Poseidon.
Keeper of the Staff, your trials are over.
We're back in the throne room.
Tell me, now that you have seen the fate of Atlantis, how do you feel?
With the staff, I hold the power to destroy an entire city.
Which is why you were given the ability to control that power. Only in your hands will the destructive potential of the staff remain hidden.
So, what was all this?
What you have experienced are echoes of memories, distorted, but no less real.
Whose memories?
The issue. Some were even my own. In my time as Dikastis, I also tried to bring balance to Atlantis, but it wasn't enough.
You?
And now you.
My trials forced me to reunite with my grandfather. Phoebe, Brasidas, even Alpinor.
And in so doing, you passed a valuable trial. The staff has the power to prolong life. That is not your role. You must learn to say goodbye again and again, but let death take what it will from this world.
Were they real?
They are with you always, so yes. In time you must let them go, but that will be another trial.
My trials in Elysium brought destruction and rebellion.
Not due to you, but Persephone. She was a ruler who controlled her domain through extreme order. In so doing, you saw that her rule was doomed to failure.
In the underworld, I was forced to endure a realm of pure chaos.
Indeed. Hades was a king who invited that chaos, and devastation came with it. But know this, you will be forced to endure far worse suffering before your death has come.
Elysium and the underworld were doomed. But in Atlantis, I almost thought Poseidon and I could do some good.
Yet there you discovered the issue as we really were. Flawed. No matter how many times I have seen that echo of memory, my home always meets destruction.
I'm ready to leave. You coming? We, are entwined after all.
You saw Persephone rule through order, Hades through chaos, and even had a taste of being a ruler yourself in Atlantis.
It was a disaster.
You have seen there is no path to power for the Keeper. In the staff, you have the ability to bring this world to its knees, but that is not your role. You must use your strength to restrain the power of the staff, to guard it, to keep.
My mother once told me I was sent by the gods to protect this world. I gave her my word. And now, I give my word to you.
And what of your word, heir of memories? You must wake up and redeem yourself before it's too late, or it will be you who tears this world apart. Now awake. The interloper has found you. Wake! Now!
No! Where are you?
Talking to yourself, Layla Hassan? Clearly the Isu artifact has had quite the effect on you. You're going mad.
Mr. Berg, you finally showed up.
Most impressive. I knew if anyone could discover this place, it was you. But you left Abstergo before you could be assigned this mission.
Sigma 6 found it just fine after you tapped into our comm signal. We know it was you.
Correct. What you don't know is that I've been listening in for much longer. Ever since you found the Book of Herodotus, from Templar research I'm sure you stole.
Abstergo are murderers, and you're nothing but their killing machine.
A righteous claim. And what of the Sigma team I dispatched earlier to find you? You killed them.
Look, I saw your files in the Abstergo database. I know about Alina. If you knew what the staff could do for her...
Don't say a word about her.
Then forget it! I was trying to compromise.
No compromising. The artifact is coming with me.
You had no right to do what you did to Deanna. You should have come after me.
You're always next on the list. I'll check you off today.
You're a real Yahomar, so this is over.
Indeed. The world outside is coming to its inevitable end. Whose side you're on won't matter anymore. Come. Hand over the staff.
It does matter. I'll always be an assassin. And if you want the staff, you're gonna have to take it from me.
First Victoria, now me? Admit it, you can't handle the power of the artifact.
Want to know my favorite thing about the staff?
Don't gloat.
It's the... immortality.
Petty to the end.
The thing is, Mr. Berg, I don't care if you live or die. You just gotta get out of my way. Face it. Templar's lost. Altair 2, come in. Altair 2, come in! Atlantis has been compromised.
My legs.
Alethea? Alethea! Okay, think, Layla. Your comms are broken. How do you get help? Vic, I failed you. I'm sorry I didn't listen. I wasn't there when you needed me. Remember that night you made dinner? I'm sorry I said you can't cook. If I knew this is what would happen, I never would have... Please. Send me a sign. Your earpiece. Can anyone hear me?
Victoria, we've been trying to find a way to force communication. First, we've lost everyone's vitals, and
Elena.
then...
It's me.
Layla? How? This is Victoria's channel. Where is she? What's been happening down there? Did you finish the trials?
Yes, we have the staff. I finished our trials, but...
That's incredible! An actual Isu artifact in assassin control. This changes everything.
I'm not in control, Elena, and nothing's changed. Also, Burgess the interloper. He's in the throne room with me. Look, I'll explain everything, but the Templars know what we're doing, and they're after us. I need you to get me out of here.
With you? Are you safe?
We fought. He passed out, but he's stable. Please don't make me check on him.
You didn't... kill him?
No. He's still alive.
Sit tight, Layla. We're coming for you, but it might take time. What are you gonna do?
Until you get here, I'm going back into the Animus. There are a lot of people to say goodbye to.